Okay, well, let's just do a quick recording there. The thumping you might hear in the background, I'm just going to let you know now, there's a giant D8 jackhammer up on the hill not too far from the house. There's not much I can do about that. But anyhow, I just want to go over my newer Vetex Selection and display system. So let's just reset the image. You're actually looking at a ball of 10,000 verts. It's, let's see if I can get it to resize here. Scale it up a bit. It's actually a shader using point sprites. So every sprite is approximately 2 or 3 pixels. And as you can see, the selection system is almost instant now. Whether you look at it from one side or the other, and as you can see here, it's truly perspective. I'm just going to scale it up here. I'm going into, this is an ISO view, meaning that there's no perspective applied to the sphere, and you can see that with a quick swap between. Actually, I remember that you can't do that. But anyhow, this is ISO, so there's no perspective applied, and the way you can see that really quickly is when you change sides. If you select something, it stays the same height whether you're left or right. When you look at it from the top, you can select something. The top and the bottom will look almost exactly the same. It's the top and the bottom. And obviously this mode selects a little faster because the position on the screen is the same all the way back. So let's just go back to perspective here. We'll scale this down. It's kind of an interesting there. And when we pop back and forth, we can see that in perspective you're actually seeing through, so you can actually see what's behind. So we're actually seeing the bottom of the sphere here. You can see that it originally started out just under 50,000 vertices inside the mesh. My cleaning program ran through 3 passes and removed about 4,000 useless verts to end up with what is that. Anyhow, selection is pretty darn near instant. I can pause it to cut things out. Multi-select. And obviously other things like selection and volume can be processed, but the instant feel. And again, the frames per second is being managed internally. You can't see it flicking here. Maybe you can. It decides when it's actually going to render the screen, if something has changed, and only if the mouse is over the window or another window passes on top. So most of the time it's actually not drawing anything, and it's incredibly low on system resources. Stupid hard drive indicator. But there's no way I can really put it. You can see CPU usages in the 30s, but remember that's with this video recording software running on top. If I was to pause this now, you wouldn't see it, but you would get, this would go down to about 3 or 4. Anyhow, that's that.